Will you do a pretentious PB&J?
Last night I was talking to my fiance during our creative meditation, and we began discussing peanut butter and jelly and how nobody has taken this cherished snack from our youth and evolved it in the past decade or so. So we brought it upon ourselves to do a little bit more mature of a rendition of the peanut butter and jelly. It's a take on the peanut butter and jelly that uses a trio of berries and a trio of nuts here to just add a little bit more nuance to the dish. And you may be thinking to yourself, hey Cody, those berries don't look that great. And I get that. A lot of people are shallow and take berries for their looks, and that's why there's a group called the Ugly Berry Co. that actually takes these ugly berries, which were about to be put into that plastic wrap in the middle of the ocean and burned, and it gives them to creative cooks like ourselves to just do better with them. These nuts as well, they are from our garden. We grow our own nuts here. We just think that by growing the nuts, we can control the soil and everything that's going into them. So we just have a slight edge on the normal nut people. So without further ado, let's do our super special take on the peanut butter and jelly. You can use a store-bought peanut butter if you want this recipe to be good, not great, but here we don't really like mediocrity. I'm gonna add some twice distilled, once Brita water into there. Hand-pressed, homegrown olive oil here. Some of our house-made hot honey. We have our bees in the back. This is definitely not Mike's hot honey. Now we are going to start in on our 3-berry jam here in this mason jar. Again, you can use plastic, but we actually care about Mother Nature. We're a little bit more complicated here and complex. We like to add just a touch of fresh mint. Might not have heard of this. It's called limoncello, if you'd like to pronounce it correctly. This is from a little country called Italy. If you haven't been to Italy, you have to visit. And just pour a little bit in. This is our miniature spelt baguette, 140% hydration. We use a 470-year-old sourdough starter that is from one of our co-owners' grandmother's mother. We also take some of the rainwater used to grow this spelt and use that in place of regular, normal people water. We're just gonna cut that on an angle here. Hand-creamed sheep butter, Alden salt, handmade cedar plank, hashtag save the cedar, don't forget guys. Here of our house-made jelly, fresh mint, our homemade nut butter, nice pieces of this spelt toast, some of our jelly. We've actually been lacto-fermenting some berries to just add some complexity to this. Garden mint, beautiful handcrafted 3-nut butter, a little bit of that beautiful honey to that. House-made, of course, sprig of mint. And there you have it, our nut butter and jelly. You can slam these together and eat them like a regular savage, but we like to make this playful and do a little bit of emphasis on each one of the ingredients rather than just having chaos going on in your mouth. That will be $39, please. We take cash and check.